absolutely freaking gash-tastic. What are you doing, Jose? We had a freaking deal, son. This is not part of the deal, Jose. We just lost to shitty Feyenoord in the shitty Europa League that nobody gives a shit about anyway. But at least it'd be nice not to play like shit when we play out there. You know, you're Louis van Gaal in it, Jose, already, pal. Oh, man, we just lost to Feyenoord 1-0. Sorry about this, but I've had a bit of a shit day. So I was on my way home to do the live stream for you. Sorry about not being able to do that, but I got hit by a fucking lorry. This fucking lorry, in fact, by this guy right there. So, you know, by the time that was all wrapped up, I didn't even see most of the game. I caught the last 20 minutes of the fucking game, just enough time to see this Vilhena prick who I'd never even freaking heard of score against Manchester United. Okay, the goal, it's offside. You know, maybe shouldn't have counted, but Manchester United, apparently, anyway, for the first fucking 70 minutes of the game, didn't create enough chances. It was slow and possession with not enough creation of chances. Classic Louis van Gaal tactics. You know, this is not what we want to see. Well, having spent shitloads of money and getting Jose Mourinho in there, I know it's in the Europa League. I know there's quite a few changes that have been made from the side that's been playing in the Premier League. But still, a loss against City here and a loss against freaking Feyenoord. And, it's just not good enough, is it? Yeah, so not really having a good day, lad. So come home and then Vilhena scores. United lose the freaking game just to cap it all off. From what I've heard for the opening 70 minutes of the game, it was a terrible performance from us. From what I've heard, I mean, a very Louis van Gaal-esque, from what I understand, lots of possession, not enough chances created. No, not really looking like making much happen. And that is depressing as fuck when you've spent a shitload of money. I've heard Paul Pogba was shit out there tonight, man. Paul Pogba's got to start performing, got to have some accountability, surely. I mean, £89 million. Of course, there's a lot of pressure on the lad to come in and perform. But I'm sorry, if it costs 89 million quid, you've got to come in and perform, lad. You know, there's the pressure. That is it. You've got to do it. And if you're not doing it, especially against, you know, second-rate European sides, then what the fuck are you doing with your life, basically? Getting paid 280, 300 grand a week. Fair enough. But it's bullshit, you know. We've got to be getting a lot more out of Paul Pogba at the moment. 4 or 5 games now for Manchester United he's had, and he's not really shone in any of them. I haven't seen enough from Paul Pogba in terms of being a match winner, in terms of, you know, making stuff happen, in terms of being a real leader for the team, or being a really skilled player. I haven't really seen much of that. Okay, I've seen glimpses of it. There's been moments. It's not been consistent enough. Can he do the good stuff for a whole 90 minutes in a game? It doesn't seem like it, you know? Too inconsistent. Once again, from what I've heard, of course, as I say, I only saw the last 20 minutes of the game, but I was not impressed with Paul Pogba from what I saw, and from what I've heard, guy needs to sort his freaking life out. Now, I was quite actually impressed with the way that Jose Mourinho set his side out tonight. Darmian, Bailey, Smalling, Rojo, pretty much a new look back four with Bailey in there. So nice to see the other players that haven't featured so far this season playing. But turns out that was a freaking shit thing to do because, you know, they didn't obviously play too well. But a couple of that out of necessity. I think Luke Shaw, Valencia, given a rest, etc. Perhaps. I don't know. But either way, you know, there's been some wholesale changes, so you can allow for that. Herrera, Schneidlin, nice to see them in there. I wanted to see them playing. Mata, wanted to see him playing. And then Martial and Rashford want to see them. So I was happy with the way that we set up tonight. But not happy with the way that we played our football. And of course, the result turned out Rashford, Martial and Mata all got substituted. They're all poor. Memphis Depay came on. He was gash-tastic. Yeah, it's quite depressing actually at the moment for Manchester United. We've got to do something about it because that's 2 games on the bounce now. We've lost one to really good opposition and another to very average opposition. But it's an away tie. Tough to go to those sorts of places. And, okay, we may have dominated the game in terms of possession, but we did that all last year under Louis van Gaal, and it didn't really work out too well for us, just as it hasn't once again tonight. Not more attacking, not more direct. That's what we should be, especially with the calibre of player that we've got out there. So, really disappointed with the result. It's just, you know, it pains me, man. It absolutely pains me. Why can't we just string together a few good performances? You know, players coming in there, not performing. But it is still the first game in the Europa League group. We've got a pretty easy group, if we're being totally honest. We should 100% be getting out of that, even with the first defeat to Feyenoord there. So not really too worried about that. Don't really care about the Europa League. Maybe it would be good for Manchester United if we just got knocked out of the Europa League and focused on the league and the cups, you know what I mean? Domestic cups. I think that would be better, actually. So maybe Jose Mourinho is playing a smart bit of, tactics here for the long run for the season. Gives us less fronts to battle on. I mean, if we got knocked out or thrown out of the Europa League tomorrow, I'm not really losing any sleep over it. I know it's a good competition. It's a prestigious competition. It's not that prestigious, is it? It's not like the Champions League. It's a secondary European club competition trophy. So, it's good, but it's not fantastic. So, not too worried about that. So, in terms of the context of the season, I don't really care if we do progress in the Europa League. That may sound a little bit stupid, but, of course we want to win games and we want to perform, and that's what's really disappointing about this result and this performance out there. What did you guys think about it? Please do comment below. Let me know, because, like I said, I've missed most of the freaking game. For the first time in years, I've missed the freaking game. Pretty much, because a lorry freaking hit me. So, cut us some slack. I'll be back around next time for the live stream. Fucking Manchester United, eh? Man United, eh? What a freaking roller coaster, son. Oh, and another thing. No more freaking Louis van Gaal tactics, you Portuguese goblin.